Oh, hello there, friends. Welcome back to the Die by the Sword podcast. Just rolling my new dice that I picked up at the Denver Fan Expo this past weekend. Yeah, that's right. Phillip and I got the chance to go to the Denver Fan Expo and meet some really wonderful people there. One of those amazing individuals that we met was none other than the amazing Jennifer Hale. For those who don't know who she is the voice of female Commander Shepard from the Mass Effect trilogy, which I'm sure you've heard me say over and over and over again is my favorite video game series. She also does a ton of other voices, including Jean Grey in the X-Men 97 series. When I did meet her this weekend, she also recorded a very special message for us, so let's give that a listen.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite podcast on the Citadel. I should go.
All right, you heard it here, folks, and I don't know about you, but I personally wouldn't disagree with Commander Shepard. Now, before we get into this week's episode, I just want to take a moment to talk about the amazing Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra from Manscaped. This incredible trimmer is equipped with skin-safe technology, so I no longer fear shaving those very sensitive areas. And that LED spotlight helps me to see those really hard-to-see areas so I can make sure I stay on track and don't miss anything. And it's waterproof, so I can do all the grooming that I need to do in the shower with no messy cleanup. And thanks to its nifty travel case, I was even able to take mine with me this past weekend to Denver so I could look and feel my best. So if you want to get your hands on your very own Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, head on over to manscaped.com and get 20% off plus free shipping with code DBTS. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code DBTS at manscaped.com. Now, if you're anything like me and you like collecting those shiny math rocks, then use the affiliate link on our website, diebytheswordpodcast.com, to head on over to NTSD Gaming and see the best of what they have to offer. They've got everything from the sharp resin dice to the liquid core dice to those silicone ones to the acrylic ones. They've got a lot of really great options. So be sure to check out NTSD Gaming for all of your dice needs. As always, we'd also love to thank Sword Coast Soundscapes for those awesome ambient sounds you hear throughout the show. And we'd like to thank Ed and Gavin at Midnight Syndicate for the use of the spooky, intense, and dramatic music that you hear during combat in those really special cutscenes that I write. And one more thing, thank you for continuing to listen and to support our show. Be sure to sign up for our Patreon to support our network and help us to grow and create new and exciting content. We have really big plans for new shows using different systems, but we can't do it without you. Even just $2 a month would really go a long way to help us. So check out the different support tiers and their perks at patreon.com/diebythesword. Okay, I think that's enough yapping from me, so let's get into this week's episode 158, Consensual Grapple. Welcome to the Science Podcast. I'm just kidding. We've just been discussing light and color, so very sciencey and artistic at the same time.
And the poltergeist lady comes out.
Yeah. Don't go into the light. So, how is everybody?
Fantastic.
Peachy.
Doing real good.
Adequate.
Surviving. Not thriving.
Lie a little bit, you guys. This is a show.
Right?
Nope. They need to know.
No, they need
real.
They need to know my exact mental and physical status as of right this moment. The people need to know. They have a right.
Yeah, they have a right to know.
Welcome to the Realist Podcast.
people stop being polite, start to get
getting
real.
Man, I will say I missed that show. That was like peak 2000s television right there.
I know, right?
So, Gary, how are the Stars doing?
They were winning last I checked. I just heard they were winning, so 3-2. So that's good.
Yay!
Let's keep that going.
Yeah, I purposely didn't turn it on right now because I didn't want to be watching while we were recording.
That would be embarrassing.
I mean, we want to watch while we're recording. Yeah.
You can get like alerts.
Yeah, that's the same as watching Game Right.
Yeah,
That's what real sports fans do.
Bling! Just get a notification every time there's a score.
Yeah.
You can rewatch it later, just as surprised
Yeah.
or heartbroken.
Either way. I have done that sometimes. I'll check in on the score when I'm busy and then go back and watch the highlights.
I like that YouTube TV has that, where it has, do you want to watch the whole game or do you just want to watch the highlights? So if you miss it, like NFL games, it'll just take you through all the good stuff.
Man, that's nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Unless it's the Cowboys, the red zone totally spoiled me for watching football.
Yeah.
It's like destroyed my attention span.
As I say, for fantasy football, I have like four screens going.
Oh my
Just
lord!
watching watching all my people.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Actively monitoring.
It's like NASA.
It's like, I'm going to have to fire this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching them all tank.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Watch one of them get hurt.
Oh no!
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. That one's rough. That's rough.
That is never a good feeling.
It's like when all bendy windy.
Yeah, I don't like that, especially the knees.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's always hurts to watch.
Arms are fine.
Yeah.
You will need that later.
Although the worst one I think I've seen so far is that UFC fight where just like the shin to shin
no.
kick.
Oh yeah,
Just
that was
scattered.
bad. Yeah. Ooh.
I didn't see it. Did they twirl up like in Spaceballs?
No, the one guy was fine, but the other one it broke the shin, and he didn't realize it, and he went to put the foot down and put his weight on it, and just collapsed over, and then just kept showing it over and over and over.
Mm-mm.
It does sound familiar. Maybe I'm just blocking it out of my brain.
It could be what it is.
He watches it and immediately throws up.
Which I can watch all that in like Mortal Kombat and be totally fine, but I watch it in real life and all of a sudden
I
not
know,
as
right?
fun.
Yeah.
Just waiting for that meter to rise so that you can see all their bones break.
Right? All those X-ray attacks.
Well, see, then I guess because maybe you're prepared for it because you get the meter going.
It's true. You know it's
When you watch
coming.
sports, it just happens.
But you watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah. I guess there's something with it being animated versus real life.
Well, and you get the classic finish him.
Mm-hmm. That could happen in real life too, though.
Yeah.
Just a random person when you're fighting just screams.
Right?
Finish him!
Put him in a body bag.
Remember the toasty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
When you pull off the combo or whatever. Toasty!
So the legend was if you push, I think it's down and start or something like that, it took you to a secret level. Did that ever happen to anybody?
I went to a couple of the different, like a secret level.
Yeah, remember? Or you could go down through the floor or something, right?
Mm-hmm. And then they kind of built that into the later versions. Like I know, like Mortal Kombat 3 especially had certain levels that you could like uppercut, and they'd go through the ceiling and go into the next level.
Oh yeah.
And they always had their stage-specific fatalities too.
Yeah. I miss when all that stuff was a secret and you had to hear about it somewhere else. You couldn't just go to the internet and look up fatalities and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or you'd get that giant poster that came in the gaming magazine that had all of them on there.
Yeah. Or that they had the walkthrough books too that you could get that had everything.
When I was a kid, I lived for the instruction books.
I was gonna say I just had a notebook with scratches of all
shit.
the person I like, my mains, and all the fatalities. So right when it said finish him, you look down real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Finish him. Pause.
Yeah, wait. Up, down, triangle, square, up, down. You're like, God, no. Why is it so long?
And you inevitably hit something wrong. You're like, damn it.
Yeah, and he just punches and he just falls down. You're like, no.
I even like the inconsequential. Like if you turn it on and you hold select, then the screen changes colors or something like that. I can't remember. It was either you hold select and Shao Kahn comes out. Did he always come out? I'm talking like Super Nintendo. Not Shao Kahn? Shao Kahn?
It is
Shao
Shao
Kahn?
Kahn.
I thought you put a T on the end of that. I was like, what did you say?
Shakante? Did he come out?
Shikante. Shikante, you stay.
Like, I was going to say,
Sashay.
see you next Tuesday.
Just does a death drop. Bam.
Ow, my legs.
Or just makes you do a death drop. That's more like it. Other good video game adaptations. Fallout. Awesome.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
So good.
That I was sad I binged it all in one day and had nothing left. I'm already looking forward to the rewatch.
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
I think Daniel has something to say.
No, I was just going to say that the D&D movie that came out last year that is Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. I actually really liked it. It has Chris Pine in it. It has what's her name? The really butch Hispanic woman.
Rosario Dawson.
Rodriguez.
Rosario Dawson.
Something Rodriguez.
Rosario Dawson.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yes, thank
Michelle
you, Michelle
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Hugh Grant. I just think it's like the storyline, the premise, the acting, the characters, the characterization of all of them. Like, I thought it was really good. And actually, I think it was maybe like a year ago to the day. Well, actually, I would say like maybe a year ago and maybe like a month that it actually came out in theaters, because I actually remember seeing it in theaters and enjoying myself.
I don't think it was a year ago.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Probably
he's
been
right.
about a year. Yeah.
Wow. This year's been long then. So long.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
John and I
Yeah,
went
it was so good.
at a-
That was good too.
Yeah.
Especially-
And I like the nod to the cartoon in it.
Yes,
Also,
yes,
the old
yeah.
D&D cartoon.
Yeah.
The only thing I feel like that movie was missing would have been a character death and the same actor coming in to play the next character that they find.
They just like instantly like re-roll the character, and they're like, "Oh wait, no, I'm here," and now we have a new person joining the party.
It's their twin
Yes, and
brother.
he's it's no longer a bard. He's now a barbarian. Yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
I feel like that would have really made it, feel like a D&D adventure.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
Speaking of that, did you guys enjoy Vox Machina?
Yes.
Yes, very much so. I like it.
Mhm.
When's
Yeah,
that
I can't
third
wait
season
for the next-
dropping?
I don't know. When is the next season coming out?
I don't know.
It's got to be like a year away because the last one came out not that long ago.
Probably within this year that's so long.
Probably not. But I also think it's a great show and I love it as it is, but I also, just from the Critical Role group, I have a crush on Travis.
Same.
Yeah. I don't see anything with a release date for season 3 of Vox Machina yet.
No, I think it's just speculation still at this point.
That is one of the only shows that you guys suggested that I went and watched, and I was like, this is really good. And I watched the whole season.
You watched the thing?
I did. That's so good. It was, the story and everything was great.
Yeah, it really was.
Did you watch Fallout? You should.
Oh, you need to. It's legit, like, so good.
Did you play the game?
Yes, I did play the game.
So yeah,
What? And you still haven't watched it?
you would enjoy it.
No. As you know, I don't watch a lot of TV.
Oh,
Yes,
that's true.
We've learned this.
Yes.
He only watches PBS or some bullshit like that.
C-SPAN.
You watch a lot of Antiques Roadshow?
That's right.
Are you being served?
Nothing but education for this brain, you know?
It's all that E ESPN the Ocho. Those pickleball championships.
That's right.
Spike ball.
Ooh, spike ball, yeah.
It's another weird sport. Which I would probably enjoy if I played it. I just haven't played it yet.
It's just like a trampoline and a ball, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I do know that when I did see it on TV, I had to stop and watch it. More to see what the hell they were doing, but I did watch it. So there's that.
Have you seen soccer ping pong?
What?
Yes.
No.
What?
Mhm.
It's a curved table, and it's like ping pong, but you can only use your feet. And so you have two people on each side, and you can spike it to your partner, and you have to kick it. It looks crazy.
Where do you see this at?
The Ocho.
Yeah.
It's real.
But I did see it on TV too.
Yeah.
I think it's similar to soccer. You can use any part of your body except your hands on it.
Yeah,
because I think
right,
I've seen it like bounce off their chest and stuff. But anyway, I think Daniel's ready to get moving into this episode.
Hey, I'm just pointing out the doors that are open to us.
I'm getting caught up in the conversation. Whatever. So yes, as Daniel has pointed out for this one, speaking of games played on a table.
Now, so
10 to 10 assists, Daniel.
Right.
yeah, that's a great assist. But I mean, I had an assist last week. Daniel had one this week. Should we assist, or do you not like the assist?
I'm fine with it.
Great, because I'm gonna start trying to assist.
Yeah, we're just going to start.
He's like,
we're just going to
all of a
start.
sudden, he's like, "Yeah, I used to be fine with it, but now you're really trying too hard."
You opened a door.
I mean, I can always ignore them.
That's true.
That is
Speaking
true.
of, shut up or edit it out.
He's like, "Can I assist you with a nice class of shut the hell up?"
For that assist, you shall lose one hero card. No.
No, it's the corporate. Thank you for your input. Now, does anyone else have anything to say?
Try it. No, but anyway. So yeah, we are here to play Pathfinder, not discuss video game movies and TV series. Even though we could talk about those for a while, I'm sure. Now we're happily into book 5. Everyone excited about that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm ready to find out what's going on with this vampire and these witches.
Which, I mean, you know about. Your characters don't know anything about.
They don't know. But they about to find out though.
They did.
We don't know.
So, who does remember what happened last time?
We fought Ichabod Crane.
Yes.
Yes
that
and
is
no.
On a
exactly
bridge.
Wait.
Sort of.
Ichabod Crane on a bridge. Yes, that's what it was.
and we, what was the thing that it was like a coin or like some sort of medallion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John took that.
Yeah, but it was called like the
Yes.
morbid coin or something like that.
Moribund key.
Moribund. There we go.
Moribund. Yeah, that's what it's.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, and I do not wish to give it up.
That's funny because
Moribund.
I totally wrote moribund down, but you said morbid, and then I looked at it and totally just read it as
Right
morbid.
as morbid. It's like saying morbid, but you've got like a Romanian accent, so it's moribund.
Morbid.
Moribund,
Morbid. But I remember it being sort of described as like, oh wait, no, maybe it was Phillip who said something like, "It's a decoder ring," or like,
Yes.
yeah, that's sort
Because
of
it
what I
is,
remember
isn't
about
it? We got to use it to decode secret messages from the Whispering Way.
So, yeah, it does have the dials and stuff on the outside to line up. That
skull with red eyes or something.
Yeah,
Drink
the
more
eyes.
Ovaltine.
The eyes
Right.
will light up when they're undead around.
Mm. Is that something that? Wait, Diego is the one who held onto the coin, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is
'Cause he's
Diego
not
actually
good.
going to have to like actively look at the coin, or is it going to be one of those things where it's like, "Hey, we're in a cave, and like this coin is lighting up out, within his pocket noticeably enough," or is it we're just going to have to be on the lookout?
I think it's like Sting, that sword.
Yes, that's actually yeah.
Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't.
Okay.
Sometimes your friend is like, "Pa, pa, 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 ghosts."
So yeah, essentially, I guess it depends on like if he's wearing the key or if it's like in a pocket somewhere or something. I don't know. I will most likely.
Diego would wear the key. He has no problem showing it.
Okay. Then
Unless
most of the time,
he feels like it needs to be hidden.
Yeah.
But right now he doesn't feel like
Tucked into his shirt or whatever.
Diego doesn't have a shirt.
Oh well,
I was going to say he's naked on top.
tucked into
I thought
the
it was-
fur.
Wait,
it's buried in the
did you
fur.
did you ever get your monk robes?
Oh yeah.
No, still have not gotten monk robes yet.
So he's just full ass naked. Just
Yep.
He's wearing
just like
a
a
couple
cat
amulets
showing his
and stuff.
butthole all over town.
He's got one of those diamonds that covers it.
Oh no!
Do you want to see my bling?
It's like got kitty litter stuck to it too.
Oh.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, how embarrassing for you.
It's the equivalent of toilet paper stuck to your shoe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kitty litter stuck to you, yes. Should ask that next time we go to a inn. It's like, do you have any kitty litter?
Need a large box.
Everyone else stays in a room. He just stays in a box.
Yeah.
So part of us getting into this city is selling all of these things that we have. I know we did the totals off air. Do we have how much we can spend?
Why, yes, we do. We are for gold, we are at, what is that, 15,549 gold.
Oh my god! Are we
That's
rich?
it?
Are we rich?
Yeah, we should just retire, honestly.
Screw the Whispering Way. Let them do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Raven's Head,
And then for silver, we've got 35,700. And platinum, we've got only 170 platinum.
170 platinum is still a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty good.
For reference, what is the conversion rate between these between silver, gold, and platinum? Is it like 1,000 per, or
It's 10 per.
Only 10 gold to 1 platinum? I hate that conversion rate.
Inflation.
I'm verifying.
hard times.
to make sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
The Ursula
Galarian
Fed is
too.
keeping that interest rate high still.
Right, yeah.
Well, I mean, the government just keeps minting and minting more coins.
just devaluing all the cash on hand?
Uh,
That's why we as adventurers should start buying property and then rent it out to single families as rental income.
I tell you what, it's time for those clowns to have a constitution check, if you know what I mean.
So we just open up an LLC. It's carrioncrusaders.llc, and then we'll start buying property under, call them the Carrion Condos.
Yes, I like it.
And it's just a slum, just the worst slum you ever, because we're all always out on adventures.
Nothing repaired.
I mean, with a name like Carrion Condo. of course it would.
Right.
It's CARRY-ON, ON.
Oh,
condos.
carry on.
Carry on. There we go. No, that's when you hire a third-party manager for them to manage this stuff, and then you just come in. But then you'll have to hire auditors to make sure that they're doing the right thing. It just turns into this whole big thing.
Yeah, it's a whole headache.
Anyway,
Even in a fantasy universe, nobody can be trusted. We got to have auditors on this.
The property manager's name is Gladys, and she smokes. She's
where did we actually end up in terms of like being in the city? Like, where did we, I guess, arrive? I actually, like, I'm looking at this map and I have no idea where we are.
You would have made your way into like the heart of town to find an inn to stay at. 10 is the 10 is the Palace of Voices, which is like one of the theaters in town.
Is it in town? Can we see a show? I would like for Gary to put on a one-man show. A one-man radio play.
And it's called the show currently airing is Spamilton. 14 there in the center of the map also is Restoration Park. Think of it kind of like
So 10 is Broadway? That's the Broadway district?
Yes, exactly.
Where's the meatpacking district?
Where you chose...
Hey-o.
That is in section 69. With your newfound wealth of how much money you have, would you have chosen to stay just a regular old like inn? Would you have chosen like a hotel? Would you have chosen more of like there's a place here where like the Pathfinder Society?
Yeah, I was
stays?
reading
absolutely
like a
not there.
hostel.
It was the Haven Guard Lunatic Asylum and Caliphas Pathfinder Lodge. How is that luxurious?
Yes,
Okay.
That's the hostel option.
that's not.
Yeah, I don't know that the lunatic asylum is where I want to be spending the night.
Look,
Not
from
voluntarily.
experience, this group has stayed at a lunatic asylum. Wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Wasn't great.
I was going to say we could get another person. Yeah.
I say,
You could pick up another plug.
Who wants to come with us on an adventure?
which one of you crazies is coming with us?
That's right. Yeah. Who's missing half their brain?
Who's had a little?
All right. You? All right. Come on.
It's fun. You die a horrible death, but it's fun. So which of those would you have kind of chosen? So not the hostel, obviously. So would you stay like in a regular inn, or more of like treat yourself and stay in a hotel?
I mean, you know, Flip's going to choose a hotel if it's he doesn't stay in a.
Yeah, Jenny would probably choose the middle because she wants to save her money because she has her eye on this like the snakeskin tunic, but it's really expensive.
Diego, being a monk, would choose the regular inn.
Yeah, same with Porkchop. He's a man of meager means, or frog of meager means.
Yeah. Yaneeko wants the finer things in life, so he would pick the hotel.
So what if we did this? 2 of us stay at the hotel.
Split up, gang.
3
Let's
of us
look
stay
for
at the
clues.
inn. I mean, it's the city. We can't get into too much trouble.
At the party.
Oh, okay.
Right? Famous last words.
What's the worst that could happen?
Cut to.
What you
The
think.
apocalypse happens overnight because
Yeah.
we split up.
Yeah.
Cut to ninjas attacking one group and killing them. in
Cut to
sleep.
Thwip. Well, us
And-
finding Thwip in the middle of the street, beaten up. What did you do?
I gambled it all away.
There's
Remember
also
that money we had? Not anymore.
What didn't you do?
I take it and I give it right to Porkchop,
Oh,
which is funny because it's coin weight, so he'd be very encumbered by it.
right. It's like this tiny frog is just like carrying this like bag of coins that's like twice his size.
Porkchop's about to get rolled.
Yeah, I guess,
Uh.
sort of the middle of the road, what Genny was suggesting sounds probably the most reasonable option. That way we're not flaunting exactly how much cash we actually do have, even though, we're carrying around just absolute coin.
Okay, so sounds like the majority of the group has voted to stay at the more middle of the road regular inn. So I would say you pass by the nice opulent hotel on the way to the inn. This nice opulent hotel is called the Majesty. It's a large 4-story building, has over 100 rooms.
Do we hear screams in the inn?
No screams, but it's got several. Like if you peek inside, you can tell it's very opulently decorated. It's got signage out front saying it has themed rooms to make travelers feel more at home.
Ah, so that screams of delight. Yeah.
What does the inn look like? What's it called?
So, the inn just looks like your typical inn.
Like a public house?
Kind of, yeah. It's a normal old 2-story inn. This one is called the Institution.
Oh wait, no, hold
Love
on.
that name.
We're going back to the asylum again.
Person behind the desk is in a straitjacket.
He sees you come in and he slams his head on the desk and he goes, ding!
It's attached to a small tavern. It's called the Tavern.
Okay, now wait a minute. Now I'm back over on this side. Can I order a Shamal Shamizel?
Just Lorena Shirley Temples.
It comes with a side of Haas and Pfeffer.
I mean, yes.
And yes, I did make those names up.
But you didn't say where it was.
Sorry. Back onto the map. So the Majesty is number 13 on the map. And then these other ones would
Okay,
be
so it's close.
Block. It's just
so we could stay at
south
the
of-
cheap
it's
hotel
close,
and
yeah.
Drink at the expensive hotel. Is that a good compromise?
Always.
Yes.
Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely. I mean, there's other places in town to drink too. There's plenty of taverns. I mean, if you want to find the best places to drink, give me a knowledge local check or diplomacy check, either one. Of just talking to random people in town.
Oh. Sorry, Porkchop rolled a 7 on diplomacy.
Let's see.
Diego only got a 13.
Oh, 27.
Of course, Thwip. Of course. Places to drink, Thwip got you covered.
Yeah, I was say.
Yeah, I got 15.
Right. So with those roles, talking with people, there's varying different places to drink in town. You do notice a lot of people are suggesting the Houndstooth, which is number 7 on the map. So it's a little outside of the center of town. I mostly say that the drinks are cheap and
It's out of the way, and that's why.
Yeah. So the drinks are cheap. It's a fun atmosphere as far as people are happy there all the time. It's owned by the barkeeper there is a former constable, and he runs a tavern with his
cop
wife
bar.
and 2 teenage sons.
It's a cop bar.
And it looks like it's like on a bay too, so it's got like a good view as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's also a good place to drink. But if you want to stay somewhere closer, like drink somewhere closer to where you're staying, then of course the Tavern in Shirley.
Not like Keith's idea with the
to drink.
the bay.
You also do find a couple people that mention the Mists and Dreams as a place to drink, but it's a tea house. They don't really serve liquor.
That is not the tea.
That's
So-
out.
So if you want a nice tea, then that's a good place to go. But it is run by a fortune teller.
Wait a minute. You know what? I really want to go to Caliphas. Go to the What was it? The Laverne and Shirley? What was it?
Tavern.
Tavern and Shirley. Get my fortune read.
Shirley.
Pretend I'm staying at the fancy house. So I have a question about this. Is it a subway system? What is this thing?
The walls?
Those
wall?
are
Yeah.
yeah, those are
So
And those are the windows.
okay.
Well, there's the fortified section of the city, which that's what that would encompass.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's all the stuff on the outside.
Yeah, the pores get ransacked first.
Yeah, because it looks like the Houndstooth is kind of in a residential area on the west side of town.
Yeah.
That's where the locals go.
So you can either be like a local or drink at the bar, at
Speaking
the
of-
inn, or whatever. Just you're getting into town in the evening,
Okay.
so you're wrapping
Well,
up your evening.
if
basically.
we're talking about locals, what do the locals look like? Are they just humans? Do we have a mix of other races here?
It's a pretty strong mix because this is a large city. It is primarily human. There's some dwarves, some elves, and then a mix of other races and things here too.
So does do John and Keith stand out a lot here, or?
So you don't see a ton of catfolk and Tengu here or Gripply.
Oh yeah, I forgot Daniel too.
Dude, that's your buddy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's which actually tracks to for
Yeah, that you completely forgot about. Porkchop.
True. Completely forgot. So yeah, unlike other places that you've probably been, while you don't see a ton of, the catfolk or Gripply or Tengu, you don't get weird looks for being with them, or they're not getting weird looks for being here. It's a big city, so people are used to all races being here.
So what you're saying is like, I should not be expecting any hate crimes against Gripply within Caliphas. Okay.
Correct.
No one's going to grapple you here.
You say that.
Unless it's after midnight.
Oh.
Yes, consensual grapple.
That's our other podcast.
Is that the OnlyFans content? Consensual grapple.
It's actually only frogs.
Caliphas after dark.
And you're back with
Right.
Consensual Grapple. First call.
Caller number 1.
All right. So
Stop moaning and answer your phone.
we're going to go drink?
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely. Diego's excited about this. He gets to meet new people.
What happened to Pablo? Can he walk through the city?
Yeah, you can walk through the city with you. There's stables and stuff to leave him at if you would like to, or probably find places to tie him up outside.
I want to stay at the cheap hotel, but I'm going to put him in a fancy pet hotel. He needs a good wash and a feeding. And you know what? Since we've leveled up, we haven't really talked about that, but he's actually bigger now. He's now a large creature.
Oh, large Triceratops now.
They grew up so fast.
They do.
So you probably the nicest place to leave him would be the Crown and Carriage livery yard. It's the city's most prestigious
that's
stables.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to take him there, and I'll meet you guys at the bar or the tavern or whatever.
Perfect.
How far is it?
It's at the very north edge.
So yeah,
That's
the
not
number 2
that
up there at
far.
the top.
Yeah, it's like 15-minute walk, probably something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at all the room he has to run around in the fields.
Yeah.
Let's just take him there.
That's right.
All that
Drop him
grass to
off, ask-
graze. And
Can you clean his feet, and then his horns need a good shine? Do you have armor all? Just spray that
Could you
right on his frill.
Could you express his anal glands for him as well? Like,
Don't
He has
pay
been
his
walking funny.
post. Do not paint his toes. He hates that. Don't paint them, but just clean his feet because they're awesome. And
What about his horns?
No paint. He don't like that stuff. He really, really loves cabbages, but do not feed him any. But no matter how much if he sees berries, they're gonna make him caca all over the place. So don't give him any berries.
I thought you were going for a Gremlins thing.
Like
don't feed him after midnight.
And then I go.
Now, would these be the West Indian lilac berries, or
out in the field? Sometimes he'll sneak one. He really loves them, but it's out in the field, so it's fine. But I'm telling you, if you feed him some berries, caca everywhere.
And that's on you.
Yeah, because he's large now, so there's gonna be some large poops.
Yeah. So, so I guess I'm gonna leave him there and head over to number 7.
The old number 7 club.
all right,
Because I already forgot what it was called. The Houndstooth, right?
Yeah.
all right. Do you all make it over to the Houndstooth? The place is packed pretty much with craftsmen. You got some of the city's like working class here. You can tell they've got some food options, but it's basic like stew, and you don't know necessarily what's in the stew. So you can eat here, but it might not be the best option food wise. But the drinks are cheap, and you can tell they're only lightly watered down.
Sweet.
Unlike other places in big cities.
Mm-hmm.
So think hidden door for drinks.
So I guess we find a table, right?
Yeah. You find a table. You're greeted by the barkeeper. He is a human, at least humanoid-looking male. He approaches you guys and said, "Haven't seen you guys around here before. What brings you to Caliphas?"
Business. What's your name?
Oh, sorry. I am Shad Boxman, and this is my place. Welcome to the
Very nice.
Houndstooth.
A lot of working class people. Huh? None of that frou-frou shit.
Yeah, we like to make sure everyone has a place that they feel comfortable to come.
What's your special?
Dwarven ale.
You don't like have a signature cocktail?
I mean, we could throw something together and call it signature.
I'll just have a Dwarven ale. If your heart's not in it, I don't want it.
I like how Genny was just like, yeah, like you had that frou-frou shit. But do you have the signature cocktail?
Yeah, I'll take a Cosmo, but in a highball glass.
It's perfume. Men's hat filled with perfume.
Good, because that's the only glasses we have. I mean, I could give you what we sometimes call the constable, and that's the dwarven ale with a shot of whiskey.
You know what? That is the most perfect drink I've ever heard of.
Now you're talking my language.
All right, so a constable coming right
I will
up.
take 5.
Oh, poor Porkchop's about to get knocked on his ass.
So one for each of you. All right, 5 constables coming.
Now,
up.
is it like the ones where you drop it in and drink it?
Yeah, it's like a drop shot. Or you can do it separately. It's kind of however you want to do it. It's your constable. It's your drink.
If it's a drop shot, then you don't fill the beer up all the way. So I want to make sure.
He wants to get his money's worth.
Yes.
Well, he gives you the full beer, but you're expected to
That's even
drink
better.
part of it first, then drop it in. And then...
Porkchop's going to learn today.
Here's hoping you have a huge liver.
No, I'll take the shots
all
back
liver.
to the table. What are you guys doing while I'm getting shots and putting up my dinosaur?
Can we look around to see if we see anything suspicious or anybody that we may think is weird with the Whispering Way or something?
Diego
It's just
also is looking to see if anybody reacts to him being catfolk.
Yeah, do a perception check.
You know, I do the same thing in real life.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Well, Diego gets nothing much out of this. An 11. Oh, no, 12. Ooh.
Yaneeko got a 23.
Oh.
Got a 20 because he's looking around to see if anybody's eyeing at Porkchop. Because even though he gives Porkchop a hard time, he's still got a soft spot for his buddy.
I mean, with that, you do see a couple people that kind of point, because you're new in town, not necessarily they're pointing at the different creatures here. They're just pointing out the new people in town. Nobody really looks suspicious. You don't see anyone wearing the amulets for the Whispering Way or anything like that. Just seems like a bunch of locals here. You do also, as I did mention, helping out Shad running everything around. You do see what appears to be his wife
so
and
Shad
two teenage
is
sons also helping.
the owner of the bar as well, not just okay.
They just can't hire a manager and then separate auditors.
We don't know.
It's not enough money in the not enough budget for that.
I mean, come on. If this
This
is
is
a
for
cash
the working
bar,
class people. Thank you very much.
you know that there's fraud going on.
So I guess, I bring things back. I set everything down, and I just look around and go. So, did you guys see anything weird?
No, this place looks shockingly normal. Most normal thing that's happened to us in a while.
You know
I
what?
grab the ale
That's a
and
good
say-
point.
It looks fine.
Yeah, normal's weird now, right? Am I wrong?
Be honest, yes, it. I am a little more on guard than I feel like I normally would be in this place. But this should help.
Right. We all pick up our ale and our
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, to normalcy. I guess Porkchop would like to ask, are you saying Shad like Chad but with an H? Or with an S, rather?
Yeah, like
Okay. Porkchop would like to, I guess, know more about, because we were looking for, it was like the order of, damn, hang on, let me, order of the Palatine Eye. So I guess we just need some information about where we could find that, where it is that they meet, right? Okay, Porkchop would like to ask Shad if there's any sort of meeting place like that for this group.
In character?
Hey, Shad. This drink is amazing. Thank you for making such an amazing drink.
Hey,
now that I've
you
buttered you up, I have a question. Do you happen to know if there's some sort of meeting for the Order of the Palatine Eye here in Caliphas?
Oh. Yeah, the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye. What piques your interest in
we're on a
that
mission
group?
to visit every order, every meeting place of the Palatine Eye. So, we're just going down the list and checking it off. So, we're now Caliphas is our next stop.
It's like visiting every ballpark in America.
Exactly.
I was thinking that too.
You got to get a little stamp. You have your little stamp book, and you got to get a collectible figurine of the Palatine Eye. So
Right.
a little bobblehead. Let's go.
Yeah. Give me either diplomacy or knowledge local check. Either one.
Diplomacy. Let's see. Roll 1d20. We've got a 6.
You did not enjoy being corrected by the amphibian thing.
He seems to know like the information. Like you get the sense that he's hiding something, or not like hiding something. He just seems very reserved. Like he's kind of protective of the information.
Well, we weren't suspicious, and here we are.
I know the order, but I'm, most people don't just go visit the order for no reason. So
Porkchop
curious what your
waves
reasoning
over
is.
Thwip and is like, Thwip, I need you. Like, could you, Thwip, could you just come over here for a second? I got I need someone to help explain what it is that I'm trying to convey here to our friend the barkeep.
All right, so Thwip, he feels like he sees his little buddy in trouble, so he doesn't know exactly what's going on, but he knows he's uncomfortable. So he's gonna kind of play up that he's a little drunker than he really is, and he's gonna walk on over, kind of stumble over, and he's like, "What's up, little buddy?" He slaps Porkchop just a little harder than he normally would, kind of visibly bumps up.
God, oh, okay, yeah, all right, Thwip, you're really enjoying this drink, aren't you? No, it's Thwip. I was just telling our friend why we're trying to find the meeting place of the Order of the Palatine Eye. Maybe you could explain it better than I can.
Oh, yes, So, okay, side note, what do I know about these, like, orders and situations and stuff like that? Like, for me to conceivably make anything up? Because obviously Gary doesn't know, but does Thwip know anything?
You would probably do a knowledge local.
18.
18. With that, I would say that you would know the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye is a secret organization of scholars and historians. It's based in Ustalov, and their primary mission is to study like dangerous lore, inhuman monsters, and their primary antagonist, like the thing they're mainly against, is the Whispering Way.
All right. So I'm gonna kind of lean to him. I'm like, well, we're not supposed to even really talk about what's going on, but, and he's kind of sneaks shadow look. He's like, maybe we have a little something for my uncle who works, or who studies there. We're supposed to get him a little something, very hush hush. Hit him on the back just a little harder than like I did with playing it up, like I did with Porkchop.
Look, I don't know what you guys are after, but I'm not, just from what I know of the Esoteric Order, they're pretty secretive. So, I don't know how much I can help you. Give me a diplomacy check as you're talking to him.
I was going to say, who is really our face in this group? And who has the best diplomacy?
I have a +8.
I have +8 also, so 19.
19? He's still not quite, coming around. I'll call for help.
So can I tell he's holding out on me?
Yeah, you can tell you can tell he knows something, but he's not, giving up the information.
So I'm going to get kind of close to him, and I'm going to, dead sober look at him now, and I'm going to be like, look, we do have some information, and I swear, you need to tell us everything you know, or things could go very wrong in this bar for you and for everybody here.
Well, that took a turn.
So what I'm trying to do is more intimidate than now being diplomatic. I'm not trying to. So things go wrong for you and everybody here, because I don't want it to seem like there's bad machinations out there that could happen. We're trying to look. We just got your best interests at heart. You don't want what's coming.
Do we see this happening at the table?
I'm sure you see it. Yeah. The Shad kind of bows up a bit. I'm sorry. Are you threatening me in my own bar?
So what would it take to roll an intimidation check on you?
Roll intimidate.
Okay. So on situations like that, should I ask to roll it, or should I wait for you to tell me to do it? That's the only.
If you're wanting to use intimidate on him, then just go ahead and say you're rolling intimidate.
Okay. Then I want to roll intimidate based on what I said.
Real quick before you actually roll, I just want to
go ahead and roll intimidate.
Porkchop just quickly casts guidance on you, which gives you a +1 to your roll. So he's just sort of touches the back leg of Thwip and with the touch just adds guidance to him.
Ooh, I like it. And so with that little bit of guidance, it's an even 30.
Even 30.
Well, aren't we intimidating?
Damn.
Jeez.
When Thwip gets serious, he gets serious.
He goes, "Oh, you want to bow up? I'll show you bow up." Like,
so with that, Chad goes, "Oh, okay, okay. Just, I don't want trouble here. I'm just trying to keep my family safe. So, I'll tell you what you want to know. Just come over here." So he kind of leads you into like a corner area of the bar, more out of earshot of anybody else listening. Okay, I can't tell you a lot because I'm not a member of the Order, so I don't know a ton of information. But I do know that the Order meets at the Harrowday Theater over on Constance Street. I believe they meet every Oath Day. And the other bit of information I can give you is the master there. His name is Ajurius Mod. It's, as I said, it's a very secretive order, and the only way you're really going to get in is with an invitation. If you don't have that invitation, they're not going to let you in.
And how would one go about securing an invitation?
I can't give you that information because I've never received an invitation, and I don't know how.
Any of your buddies ever maybe received an invite?
If they have, I don't know, but that's how you're going to get in. Like I said, Harrowday Theater, you can check around there if you want to, or as I said, you're not going to get in without that invitation. Maybe just finding out more about Ajurius Mod might get you some information. I don't know. Just that's all the information I have.
All right. And so he snaps back into his kind of drunken demeanor again. And he goes and to shake the guy's hand, and he's palming a platinum piece. He's like, "Thanks, buddy. I hate to get like that sometimes, but it happens."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can we use some of that platinum to drink? Because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, sure, but another round coming right up. Yeah. Gotta love the newcomers in town.
and their money.
Look,
My God, that's a platinum piece. My God.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm gonna say aside to he didn't mean anything, but he's honestly trying to help. We're all trying to help. It may come off a little, too much, but at the end of the day, we're trying to help.
I mean, all he had to tell me was why he needed the information, and I would have given it to him.
There are a lot of people that we've come across who we thought we were helping that have actually brought us nothing but trouble. There was this one old guy who was just... It's another story, never mind. But we're trying to be cautious. And that information is a real help. Thank you for that.
I do what I can. As I said, I'm just trying to keep my family here safe, so I didn't want to just give out information to anybody.
No, I get it. Yeah, you can't just trust anybody. So what did you do before you owned the tavern?
I was actually a constable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not a constable, but I was a soldier at Lastwall.
Ah,
So
before I was a constable, I was a soldier as well. Trained with a bow.
So do I see like his bow hanging anywhere in the bar? Like, did he
It's probably
retire?
up above the bar, like in the center.
Was that your bow?
Yeah, that was mine.
How good were you?
I was pretty good. Pretty good, if I do say so myself.
Well, thank you for your service.
Fired multiple arrows at one time, fired at point blank range.
That is pretty good.
Had all those nifty feats of...
Genny keeps trying to get away. She just
And he's just talking, reminiscing about the old days.
She's trying to. Well, thank you for your service, and thank you for the drinks.
Yeah. You know, I got that bow while I was in the service.
So that's your service piece right there?
It is. Yeah.
They let you take it? I thought you had to turn it in at the end of your watch.
They treated me so well. I just kept it.
It says like property of the Caliphas Constabulary.
Right. I want a bow where it's easy to access that I know really well, if I need it in a pinch. So,
I get it. Stay vigilant. Keep that head on a swivel.
Exactly.
She's just every time she says something new, she takes one step backwards and heads back to the table.
He stares for a while, then he turns, and as you're back at the table, he turns like he's about to say something again and realizes you're gone. He's like,
oh, poor guy. He just wants to talk about his bow. Come on, guys.
You've gathered the information of where to find the Esoteric Order. Kind of get through the rest of the evening, unless there's anything else you want to do here at the bar, without anything too crazy.
I was going to say, yeah, there's nothing suspicious or anything, so we just party down.
Yeah, let's party down. There's a few drunk locals in here.
Some arm wrestling going on.
Mm-hmm. There's one dwarven dude that's flirting with a plant hardcore. In the corner.
I think I know your brother.
What?
Ivy.
But yeah, so you make it through the rest of the evening. You've had several drinks. Close down the tavern for the night and make your way back to the inn, where you head up to your rooms. Make it through the evening uneventfully. The morning after, you guys are kind of in the common room at the inn, probably having some coffee, or for some of you maybe another ale or whatever, just to chase the hangover.
Porkchop.
Right. Porkchop is just absolutely like, oh, why did you make me do so many shots?
You look like you got run over by a carriage.
It was literally just the one shot, by the way.
But it was enough.
He's just used to that Sacramento wine.
Yeah.
He's got big eyes, right? So those things are really bloodshot. Right.
Right.
He just does that thing that frogs do where they put their whole eye in their mouth.
Yep.
Yeah. There's somebody that walks through with a glass of water, like 30 feet away, and his tongue just flies out, grabs the water, and brings it back. After Porkchop gets his water, you guys are kind of hanging out here in the common room, trying to figure out what to do for the day. You had the information on Ajurius Mod and going to the theater. You start noticing that people are kind of gathering in groups and kind of quietly talking about something very intently. Like there's a group over here in the the south corner of the room that's talking. There's a group in the northern corner of the room that's kind of talking intently about something. And you finally hear someone walk by talking about, yeah, can you believe it? That another murder in town. Like what's going on? And then someone runs in and says, the seventh murder. That's the seventh one this week. Wait, newcomers. Do you know what's going on? And I'll see you next time.
Uh-oh. We're about to get interrogated.
No.